Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh. 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 Lord have mercy. Anyway, you know, sometimes life throw you a curveball and you try to figure out what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Gather your thoughts and get stuff back together. You know what I mean? But I know for me, when life throw me a curveball and I'm not in the spot that I want to be, I take a road trip. And then, you know, the most famous place to go to when you take a road trip is where? It's something like the mall, but it's not the mall. But it's someplace everybody want to be. You'll never guess. Yes. Where you go to drown your sorrows. Hell, some people like to drink. Some people like to smoke. Me, I like to take a road trip. I do other stuff, but I like to take a road trip. We go on over to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is real nice. See all these folks out here? You think it was Shopomania. Man, people trying to get out, people trying to get in. You better not steal nobody parking spot while you out here. You know what I mean? You better not even think about stealing nobody parking spot. It is dangerous business out here. Dangerous business. So, you know, you out and about. See if you can find you one of these. That Beaver right there. You know what I mean? And try to get you one in. Like I said, you go in there, you can't even make it to the entire place. It took you about 2 days to get through the whole place. You know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta learn how to enjoy life. You know what I say? Even though whatever curveball they want to throw you, and then, you know, you gotta take it and go from there. Like I said, don't sit around, stop moping, stop worrying about what bill's gonna be paid. Because if you're not here tomorrow and you can't, you know what I mean? What do you do then? Out of love. Enjoy life, embrace it. You know what I mean? Find you one of them beavers right there. Go inside and go enjoy that. Like I said, people coming from miles around trying to get up in this joint. So they ain't got them up north, you know what I mean? I'm an old northern cat. So you see how I mean? People loud as I don't know what coming out of there. They drunk, they full of everything. So, but yeah, buddy. Like I said, when life throw you a curveball, and don't live life under stress and under pressure. Take your time, do your thing, and enjoy it. But like I said, get some Buc-ee's in your life. Get your Buc-ee's in your life. Get your Buc-ee's in your life, and enjoy it. But like I said, it's road trip time, and I got a question for all of y'all out there. When it's road trip time, me and my road trip people was throwing some stuff out there, and you know, all you old heads, you know, we remember when it was a time when there was no hip hop. There was just rap and then R&B. You better not mix no rap with no R&B. You know what I mean? It was that dangerous. You know what I mean? Until they blended it in. You know, and as I got older, they started making blend tapes. You know, my favorite blender man was Ron G. Ron G was the man. I used to go to Jamaica Avenue, take the, you know what I'm saying, get on that N6 or get on that N40 and take that joint all the way to Roosevelt Field, get my transfer, pop on over, and then ride that joint to Jamaica Avenue. You know what I mean? Get off on Jamaica Avenue and go on to Coliseum and go get me a blend tape. you know. But yeah, buddy, like I said, enjoy life. But like I said, that's one of my questions. Do you remember when rap and R&B was separate? You know what I mean? I know I love the movie Brown Sugar where it said when the first time you fell in love with hip hop. But yeah, I remember as a time when I was growing up, you know what I mean? It was hip hop. I mean, it was just rap, and then it was R&B. So you tell me, you know what I mean? Whenever you get a chance to look at this video, you tell me what's up. Like I said, just comment down on the bottom. You know what I mean? Let me know. When do you remember that time? Do you remember that time when R&B and rap was separate? You know what I mean? And like I said, we're going to take it and go from there. Alright? Like I said, thanks for the folks that popped on. I know a lot of folks is just popping in and then just getting off work or sitting in traffic and stuff. But like I said, when you're thinking about that, get you some Buc-ee's in your life. You know what I mean? Like I said, shoot, we ain't had no Buc-ee's when I was growing up. My mom and my dad, we pull over to the side of the road when we was traveling from New York all the way to North Carolina, say, hey, we pull up in one of the trucker spots, whatever the trucker spot may be. You know what I mean? And just go from there. But, oh yeah, safe travels. Appreciate that. Big James Amar. You know what I mean? I see you popping in, boss. I hear you, brother. Like I said, blessings to you during this holiday season. You know what I mean? I see you, cuzzo. Yeah. But yeah. And like I said, down in the comments, when you get a chance to watch this video, you ask your people, do they remember when there was a time when R&B and rap was separate? You know what I mean? Like, you better not play no rap over no R&B. That's one of the road trip questions. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we're going to take it and go from there. Hey, Cheryl, what's going on, girl? I see you popping in there from out of the States. I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to where you at. I'm trying to get to some beaches. I'm headed to Florida. So, safe travels and stuff like that. And enjoy yourself. Hope your family and everybody doing good. Like I said, we just gonna take it and go from there. But yeah, like I said, my question, like I said again, was, do you remember when rap and R&B was separate? You know what I mean? And then make a comment down after you watch the video and let me know what's up. You know what I mean? Or did you grow up and the only thing you know it was just hip hop? You know what I mean? Like I said, I remember going to Jamaica Ave, going to get my first blend tape after I done took the N6 or the 4 or the 40, and you know what I mean, and went back and went from there, got Jamaica Ave and go to the Coliseum, and then go from there. But like I said, y'all enjoy yourself, enjoy life, and don't let nothing hold you back. You know what I'm saying? And if none of y'all ever subscribe to my page, check out my page on YouTube. You know what I mean? Go to YouTube, Ernest Hooks, at Ernest Hooks 811. You know what I mean? And I have some videos and different affirmations I got posted up. You know what I mean? Something for you to enjoy, something to get you through the week. Like I said, every now and then I'll post a video, but like the name of the channel was Dreams Out Loud, DOL, baby. Like I said, you just gotta live your life and dream out loud, and don't let nobody stop you from doing the things you like to do. Holla at your boy. I'm signing off, and I'm about to go in Buc-ee's so I can go get me something to drink so I can hit back on this road. Y'all be safe. Peace and love. One.